What's good, YouTube? It's Mo. I'm back again. Today, we're talking about a topic that is very important to me. I mean, the fact that one of the coolest superheroes, the Black Panther, is African, and I'm African myself. Like, I think that's just tough. And I'm biased, but I don't care. But we do need to talk about who is going to be the next Black Panther. First things first, we gotta acknowledge Chadwick Boseman. Funny story about this is I was a hater. I'm not gonna lie, I was a hater when I first found out that Chadwick Boseman was gonna be the Black Panther. I was a hater because I'm like, this is the first opportunity where we can actually have someone that is of recent African descent play the character that's literally African in the comics, right? So Chadwick Boseman is African American, and for me, I was just like, bro, like I know he's a great actor. I mean, I watched Jackie and all of his other movies. Phenomenal actor, but something in me just wanted an actual African actor to play this role. Well, I was wrong. I was completely, I was completely wrong. He played that role so well that I completely forgot about all my prejudices, and I honestly can't see anybody else do it better than him. However, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. His legacy is going to live on forever. This character is an iconic character that just can't be left with Chadwick. And the crazy thing about it is he actually agrees with this, and he believes that the Black Panther should move on regardless of, him being here or not. And that just shows you the character of Chadwick, just the humbleness and the stand-up guy that he actually was in real life. This makes it even more bittersweet that, he's no longer with us to play the Black Panther, but there are always new beginnings. So today we're going to be talking about my top three candidates to play Black Panther, guys that I think will live up to the hype and show that they can carry on this iconic character the way Chadwick did. First things first, we have to talk about the first two films. Black Panther 1, if we're going to be honest here, was okay. Like, it was not that great. It's just the hype was so loud that when it came out, it was kind of overinflated compared to the other films. However, Black Panther 2, I believe, was actually better than Black Panther 1. I mean, there was way more action. There was a really good, compelling story, a really good ending as well. And, the next one that's going to come out, we're going to have to see who is going to be able to replicate or even exceed those expectations. Like I said, I told you guys that I was biased before about the Black Panther and really wanting an African actor to play him. And we finally have the opportunity to do that. And there's some really good actors right now. And this is not based off of who's African or whatever. It's just guys that I feel like would fit the profile and do the character justice. The first guy is right here, yours truly. In a different world, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I would kill as Black Panther. I really feel like I fit the profile. I'm of African descent. Like, I have the build. I feel like I could do it. I'm not gonna lie. That's just not what my destiny is, unfortunately. All right. You can't change shit, so you just gotta live with it. All right. But besides that top candidate right there, all right, there are some other guys that could come close to, to that first candidate. Okay. The first guy is my first choice as soon as Marvel released the news that they were looking for a new Black Panther. I mean, it was so obvious that this is the guy that should play this role that I'm manifesting this to happen. And it's no other than Damson Idris, okay? Quick story about Damson Idris is I was watching Snowfall before everybody hopped on. Everyone has a show that they were watching before the hype train kicked in, and now everyone is just basically bandwagoning and saying it was such a good show. It's like I was here before you guys even knew about this. And the reason why I gave this show a chance, like when it first started, was the fact that I love movies with black leads. Okay. Like, I just love that, a young black man on his way to success is always a compelling story. And Damson Idris's Snowfall was an amazing character. I mean, everyone saw this show and saw his depth, his range, and his talent. And he is able to really portray a character extremely well. He owned that role, and he basically blew up after that show once it caught up to the masses. And it's just, the Black Panther role is literally right there for him. Okay. The cool thing about it is Damson is originally African as well, Nigerian. So he looks the part. He has the physique. The only thing about Damson is, bro's got to get in the gym. All right. And the thing is, that lanky skinniness in Snowfall is just not going to cut it. All right. That's why I said Chadwick was a different level of dedication, because if you guys saw Chadwick's physique, he put on some muscle, like, just for this role. I mean, I've even heard that this guy trains several months beforehand, before he even has the go on a second movie or film for that character, to be prepared for that role. So this shows that type of dedication that Chadwick has, and Damson is going to have to emulate this to really be successful in this role. It's not that he doesn't have the talent to act, but when it comes to the Black Panther, you're looking at a strong, masculine, stoic superhero, that is going to command some type of presence. And Damson can get there, but he's going to have to put some muscle on, some pounds, to really embody that fully when it comes to playing this character. The African accent, he's going to do perfectly. I mean, he's literally of African descent, so he's going to nail that. And so that's my absolute number one choice when it comes to who the next Black Panther should be. It's so obvious. He's going to kill it. And he's already in a bunch of roles right now that, he's blowing up. Everyone knows about this guy. So it should be someone that's also younger as well, too, that can play this character for, at least a decade. And Damson is in that perfect age range. I think it's about like 33, where he could play that role, for the upcoming Marvel movies. The next option that they're talking about is Aldis Hodge. Aldis Hodge is a great option, but let me tell you why I would prefer Damson Idris over Aldis Hodge. With Aldis Hodge, the problem is he's already been in DC. He's already been the character in DC. He was Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. And for him, it's just, I don't see that type of personality that Chadwick emulated as the Black Panther, just because he seemed to be a little more goofy in his movies. Like, he was really goofy in in Black Adam, and I'm not saying there's no problem to be goofy, but you got to have a certain level of seriousness and stoicism to play Black Panther, and Aldis Hodge didn't really display that for me in Black Adam. That's why I could be biased, but I feel that someone that hasn't been in the role of a superhero before would have a fresher appearance to the character than someone that has, right? But when it comes to physicality, I mean, it doesn't even come close to, okay, can this dude play that role? I mean, this dude, if you see him, he's jacked. He definitely works out. He did, man, the movie that he did, I think it's called Alex Cross. He did an amazing job in that movie, and even made more appeal of him being the Black Panther after that show, definitely rose up for me after seeing his performance in that movie. So, if they decide to choose him or Damson, I mean, it could go either way, but I would prefer Damson, just for the fact that Damson could play it longer. His heritage is actually African as well, too. And also, he's a little bit younger to be able to play for at least a decade. His thing is gonna be building that physique. That's the only thing that I feel is gonna hold Damson back. I don't know, because if I was an actor and all I had to do to really kill character, I mean, I would be so dedicated that going to the gym wouldn't be anything. And I don't think that's an issue for him. But that's what I think that he needs to level up in to really sell us on him being the Black Panther. Hopefully they choose him, but we don't know. People don't really pay attention to like who can be a good actor or who's gonna be this or who fits this character. And it really pisses me off. Like people are over here talking about having Aaron Pierre as the Black Panther. Like, does that even make any sense? Like he's literally gonna be the Green Lantern. Do you guys ever think about that type of shit? Like, does he even look like like it's just it pisses me off, but nevertheless, that's how it is. There's a third option that they're talking about that's actually really enticing, and it's John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son. And the cool thing about this is that the main villain in Black Panther 3 is going to be Denzel. So to have his son play the Black Panther and him being the villain is going to be something to see on screen, just for the fact to see that son and father duo. John David Washington is also a great actor. Man, he did a great job in, what was it called, Creator. And he's really following his dad. Unfortunately, I don't know if he'll ever reach his dad's level. This is like saying, is Bronny James going to be LeBron? It's very tough. You have a dad that sets the bar so high that it's just like something that doesn't look achievable. You know, you can't help but feel for the guy and understand, hey, you know, if you don't make it there, bro, no problem, because that's something that not many people accomplish. And you know, you can't really fault them for not meeting those expectations. And he's already doing a great job on his own right. So having him be the next Black Panther would be a cool choice. The one thing about him is I think he's a little too short to be the next Black Panther. I mean, he's going to be standing next to guys like Thor, you know, other guys like that are like at that 6 feet mark, and I don't think he's there. Because yeah, unfortunately, physicality and who these characters are is extremely important. So you know, you got to really consider that. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's that big. I don't think he's a midge or anything. But I've seen his profile. And he's not tall enough to where I would say, okay, this is going to be like someone that's a commanding presence in the movies. That's the only thing about him, and also the fact that he's not a first generation, you know, African. Literally, I have no problem with that. It's just the fact that it just would be cool to have people that are actually of that descent in the comics play those characters, because I just feel like they can embody it a little bit more and it's gonna have a little more oomph. Chadwick Boseman is an anomaly. He's just an amazing actor that could do it, right? But we have the opportunity to make it happen now, and there's plenty of them. So they're talking about releasing this movie 2026, 2028, which is crazy. Like, seeing those dates is just like, all right, bro, I'm gonna damn near be in the grave by that time, right? it's just crazy how far these movies are pushed out, you know. But that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking at. I mean, those are the 4 main guys that I think would kill it in this role. First guy that I mentioned, I mean, there's nobody better than that. But eventually, you know, we'll find out who the true cast member is. All those guys are great candidates. So if, you know, one of those guys gets chosen over the other, you know, I think they'll all be able to perform well, you know, to play the Black Panther. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and until next time.